Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sasha. If you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be sharing my mascara routine for those of you guys that have short lashes. Just to give you a little background on my lashes, I have very short lashes that go straight down and never stay curled. Over the years, I learned a lot of new tips and discovered some amazing products that really took my lash game to the next level. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I go from lashes that look basically non-existent to lashes that look longer, thicker, separated, and stay curled all day long. And just a little disclaimer, I don't use any lash growth serums. I just have naturally short lashes and I can somehow make them stand out and look like this. So I'm going to be sharing all my tips with you guys. So if you're interested in my mascara tips for short lashes, then keep on watching. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is curl my eyelashes, and I have a very specific technique that I use, which is like a 3-step process. And my favorite lash curler that I love is by Tweezerman. I've tried so many lash curlers and I always go back to this one. It's so easy to use and it just works. All right, so I'm gonna start curling my lashes, and I'm gonna start at the base of my lashes, and I'm gonna get as close to the lash line without pinching my skin. And I'm just gonna hold it there for a few seconds. I'm also not pressing down too hard because you don't have to with this lash curler. All right, next I'm gonna move the lash curler to the middle part of my brow, and I'm gonna hold it there for a few seconds. And then I'm gonna move it up to the tip of my eyelashes and hold it there for a few seconds. All right, so this is what the lashes look like. They're so curled that it's actually touching my eyelid, but that's okay because once we start putting mascara on, it does weigh the lashes down a bit and they do start to go down. So you want them as curled as possible, especially if you have short, straight lashes. All right, next I'm gonna take my lash comb. This is also by Tweezerman. As you guys can tell, I'm a fan of Tweezerman products, and I love this thing because it really separates my lashes and prevents them from ever getting clumpy. After I curl my lashes, I notice that the hairs are already kind of tangled, so I like to just use the lash comb to comb through all the hair. And you just want to be really careful with this because this thing is really sharp and it can poke you in the eye. Now I'm going to curl the other side of my lashes and apply the same technique. And I'm going to curl them just one more time. Just remember again, it's a 3-step process. So 1, 2, and 3. And the reason why I do this is that it coats every single part of the lash instead of just giving you that weird L shape. All right, my next step, which I maybe should have started with first, but it honestly doesn't matter. I'm gonna line my upper lash line with eyeliner. So this technique is called tight lining, and you're basically just lining that white space that's underneath your lash line, and it's just gonna give you the appearance of a more defined eye. The eyeliner that I'm using is the Charlotte Tilbury Classic Eye Powder Pencil in Classic Black. If you've never done this before, a little tip is to have a mirror right underneath you. That way you can see that space and it's easier to fill in. All right, so this is what it looks like. As you can see, it really makes a difference and it gives me that definition on my eyes. It actually makes me look like I'm wearing eyeliner even though I'm not. We don't even have mascara on yet and I'm already seeing just more definition on my eyes. Now we're gonna get into the mascara application. I'm gonna be using 2 different mascaras. You don't have to, but I do love layering different mascaras. So I'm gonna start with my lengthening mascara, and then this is my volumizing mascara. And the reason why I like to start with a lengthening mascara first is because a lengthening mascara typically has a skinnier brush. So that's gonna be really good for lengthening your lashes and making them look longer. And they also have more of a natural finish. So I don't want drama and volume right away because it can get clumpy really fast. The one that I'm using today is the Wander Beauty Mile High Club. Right, so I'm gonna start at the base of my lashes and I'm just gonna wiggle the wand up. And then once I'm done with the wiggling motion, I like to just brush everything up and just make sure everything is nice and coated. I also like to go behind my lashes, and what this is gonna do is really lengthen the lashes. Make sure that you're going behind because it really makes a huge difference. And as you can see, my lashes just stood right up, and I'm gonna comb through that and just make sure nothing is tangled. All right, so as you can see, it got a little bit clumpy, so I'm gonna take my lash comb and I'm just gonna comb through that and make sure everything is separated. Also, another tip with this is that you want to use it when your mascara is still wet, because once it's dried, it's going to be really hard to separate it and it's going to get more clumpy. I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. And because the mascara is still wet, I'm going to make sure I brush through it now and not later. Alright, so this is where we are so far. This is with one layer of the lengthening mascara. And now I'm going to go in with my favorite Holy Grail mascara, the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It really does everything. It lengthens, it volumizes, it separates, and it even curls up your lashes as you're applying it. Normally I don't go for big brushes like this because I have smaller eyes and it kind of just gets everywhere. But there's just something about this one. It doesn't get clumpy. It's just amazing. So I'm going to apply the same technique and do the little wiggling motion. And this mascara is really just going to take everything to the next level. And I'm just going to go back in again with my comb. And now I'm going to do this side and apply the same technique. And then just making sure to get behind those lashes. Alright, so this is how my lashes look right now. The reality of it is the lashes do start to go down as you put mascara on. So remember earlier when we started with super curled lashes? Well, now they're like halfway. So my next step is going to be to wait for my mascara to dry completely. So this is usually the part of my makeup routine where I do the rest of my makeup and then I go back to this next step. So I'm gonna wait for them to dry. All right, so my mascara is dry, and as you can tell, my lashes have really gone down since I first curled them. So my next step is going to be to re-curl my lashes. Now, little disclaimer, I don't actually recommend doing this unless you're really comfortable with curling your lashes and you're a pro at curling your lashes. Otherwise, you can actually pull your lashes out, and I don't want anyone doing that. But I personally like doing this because, one, I'm really comfortable with curling my lashes. I've been doing it for a really long time, and two, it's the only thing that actually keeps my lashes curled all day long. And when I do it, I only recurl the root of my lashes. And I just hold it there for a few seconds. And now I'm gonna release, but I'm gonna do it very, very slowly. And as you can see, it really curled them up. Also, another thing, when I release it, I don't just pull it out right away. I open up the lash curler as wide as possible, and then I release it on one side, and then I release it on the other side. And when you do it that way, your lashes don't grab onto the lash curler so much. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. All right, and this is the final look. I want to point out that my lashes are not perfect. They do still get tangled. And this look might be a little bit too spidery for some people, but I personally don't mind it. I feel like this really just makes my lashes stand out and look longer, so I'm happy with it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found my mascara routine helpful. I hope you learned some new tips today on how to make your lashes look longer and how to keep them curled all day long. Leave me a comment down below and let me know any mascara tips that you have. I love learning and discovering new tips, especially when it comes to short lashes. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please do me a favor and subscribe. I'm actually almost at 20K subscribers on this channel, which is really amazing. So thank you so much for all your support and for watching my videos. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.